Hello and welcome to Council's Corner, an opportunity for our residents to learn about members of Richland County Council and hear about their initiatives and policies. I'm your host, Stephanie Snowden. Call him a stalwart ambassador for the Decker Corridor. I'm speaking of Richland County Councilman Jim Manning, who is working tirelessly to improve life for all residents of Richland County, but particularly business owners and folks living in and around the corridor. Jim Manning was elected to Richland County Council back in November of 2008 to represent District 8. That district runs from Forest Acres to Spring Valley. Thank you so much, Councilman Manning, for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
All right, so you were elected in 2008. You've had a few years under your belt. So are you enjoying being on County Council? Is it more work than you thought or exactly what you thought it would be?
Most days it's a great deal of enjoyment. Sometimes it's frustrating. As far as the work, I always throw myself into anything I get involved in, so it's really what I expected in that regard.
All right, and your district, tell us a little bit about your district. I mean, it does seem pretty varied, Forest Acres to Spring Valley.
It is very unique in that regard. At the two ends, as you say, Spring Valley, Forest Acres, and then right at the heart is Decker Boulevard, which is an area that's very important to the whole district and the county as a whole.
Well, I think probably many people don't realize it, but probably back in the, 50s, 60s, the Decker area was considered the first suburb for the city of Columbia. That was what was considered the suburbs.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. It's referred to now as a first ring suburbia. And in cities all across the country, just like Columbia, there was a move further out, and corridors just like Decker got left behind. And so I've been to some conferences to learn about this issue and what other people have done successfully, and have been working real hard to bring revitalization to that area, which started with a revitalization plan that people from the community and businesses, the county was very instrumental in getting that started, and it's one of 10 in the county that we're doing as an area to revitalize.
And you're talking about the neighborhood master planning, because that isn't something that traditionally counties have done, more so cities. And so the Decker Corridor was one of the first in the county to actually have one of those plans.
It was very progressive, very progressive.
And so what that master plan did was bring together citizens, business owners, and folks that just have an interest, even folks maybe from the school system, and look at how they want to see things progress over the next 10 to 20 years.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it seems like quite a few things are coming into fruition, because the county has invested to date, almost $100,000 in the master planning, and then we're right now pending the sale to the county of the Decker Mall. What are your thoughts on that? Very
excited. The Decker Mall has been mostly empty for a good while since the Kroger and the Target moved out over 10 years ago. There have been some businesses and continue to be a couple business within there. But you've got the large parking lot. The county's going to be able to invest in that property, move county employees in, which is going to help the restaurants in the area. People shop on their way to work or on their way home, just maybe to pick up something at the grocery store. So that's going to be a great investment for that area.
And another thing of note, the Columbia Mall is in that area, and probably 20, 30, 40 years ago, there weren't very many places to shop, and from what I understand, the Decker Corridor was a place that was really hopping. Today, we've had, I guess, what they term adaptive reuse, and we see maybe some smaller businesses or businesses that cater to folks that are interested in international cuisine and goods and services. Several years ago, the county actually designated the Decker Corridor the county's official international corridor. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, that was very exciting that the county recognized it and went ahead and made the decision to give it that title. And so we've got ethnicities. What I say is that you can eat lunch anywhere in the world along Decker Boulevard and invite people to come out and do that very thing.
All right. As we wrap up, we know that we're getting into the budget session here. Are there any things that you see as the priorities for the council? Not speaking for the entire council, but for you, are there things that you will be looking at that you see as a priority?
I would like to see a priority, and it came out of the council retreat, for us to actually have a director of sustainability.
Looking at ways that we can actually kind of maximize our resources and grow in the future in a very ecological way, I guess.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You'll have to come back. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to do it for this edition of Council's Corner. For Councilman Jim Manning, I'm Stephanie Snowden. Make it a good one.